It's back to school time. But Cameroonian children in the English-speaking parts of the country face more than first-day nerves. Guns at the gates and strikes in the classrooms. Many children have had to stay at home as part of a boycott protesting the government's treatment of English speakers in the country. Most of Cameroon speaks French. It's also the language in which most business is conducted. But in the Anglophone regions, activists say that English speakers are discriminated against and so have called for a boycott in schools in these areas. One activist who didn't want his identity revealed says it's the only way they can get the government's attention.
Schools boycott is the only peaceful weapon that we have to address the issues at stake, because the issues are very fundamental and critical to the life of every citizen of this nation, especially citizens of Southern Cameroon. And if we don't use this weapon, we shall live to fight a war one day.
The unrest has exposed national divisions between the regions of Cameroon that were once colonised by the French and the British. English speakers make up less than a fifth of the country's 23 million people, and they say they're marginalised, and calls for succession and protests have been on the increase, resulting in a government crackdown that's seen some protesters killed. The latest general strike follows the release of dozens of English-speaking activists last week in a move aimed at easing tensions.
The challenge is for us to get our politics right. We have failed to get our politics right. We failed to press the necessary pressure points, political pressure points, for us to sit on the table and get the dialogue going.
Not everyone agrees that a boycott that keeps children out of school is the best way to address the problem.
Today has affected me a lot because I've lost a whole year. I was supposed to be like a university student today, but I'm still in high school just because I couldn't finish my year in the high school. So it's a very big challenge for me, and seeing that today schools are not resuming effectively, I'm very worried.
Activists say they won't be calling off the boycott. So for all sides of the divide, it's back to the drawing board to try to find a solution. Sara, Firth, TRT World.